Cowboys.
This kid Cameron Johnston's done a fine job today, pinning the Packers inside the 10. And this one's not what he was looking for. It bounced out near the 20.
Congrats to Colton McCoy.
Mark it right at the 20. Only, well, 42 yards. Trying to do a little more with it than that. There's a little look at some of the early headlines around the league. Quite a headline. Well, I'll give him to you. You want to know who you were? Cleveland beats Tennessee after the Titans had won at Baltimore and in Indianapolis. You got Vegas winning in the most improbable way. Ruggs from 46 yards out with seconds to go to extend the Jets' winless season. And Indianapolis knocks out Houston. Minnesota rallies in overtime against Jacksonville.
The Red Sox are going for a win in their third consecutive game.
Jones.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper with former 20-game winner Mike Krukow for EA Sports MVP Baseball. We should have a good one. Ready to throw the game's first pitch, Wilfredo Ledesma.
Oh, no.
Welcome to an American League game that features the Boston Red Sox
put
and
away
the Detroit Tigers.
Philadelphia Panthers.
I think Aaron Jones just finished this game.
Score! Yeah!
Ball one to start the game.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He scored, Doug.
Me and the Boonies are going back and forth because Kyler Murray just threw another touchdown.
College quarterback himself at Saginaw Valley State. 3 years
in there for a strike.
Did was win.
It's going to be in the 60s. No need for sunscreen today. He hits a line drive the other way.
The teammate blocked for LaFleur.
He's around first.
2nd and 7. Big running lane, and Jones takes off into the secondary. And now sprinting down the sideline. Wiggles past McLeod, and he's all the way to the end zone. Not to be denied.
Next up, Mike Lowe.
77
This right-hander just
yards.
dominates lefty pitching.
I mean, what a run, Jim. And really, we talked about at the start the eye discipline. Remember the eye discipline we said?
It's a respectable number.
Don't worry about the motion.
Ball strike.
Don't worry, linebacker. Stay in your gaps. They all get just because of the motion, and then Jones does the rest with an incredible highlight reel.
Makes the catch to record the
that
out.
was really smart to stay in bounds there.
There's the first run and the first lead of the game.
Sidestep.
To me, that's a successful at bat. As a batter, anytime you can drive in a run, you've done your job.
4-yard rush, Kalen Balazs.
To the end zone, extra point.
Another snap.
And
Another reason why Tony doesn't understand football.
Scouting report on this guy says that he is
Listen, this is all I got at this point. Every single player I'm going against is just setting records.
Right where he wanted it for a called strike.
Penitentiary loses 5 games in a row and then decides to show up when it absolutely doesn't matter. Oh, I'm eliminated, you say? Time to go ham.
The team is good.
This is
We should have won like 2 weeks ago. We just lost.
Sprint to
That's
the
what
end
happens if you
zone.
don't win.
A little nifty shift, and around the safety he goes.
But it's okay. Tony knew what was going to happen. He knew it when he made the schedule.
Donald
Zach's going to win 8 in a row, and then we haven't played the Penitentiary, who are going to go off that week. It's all scripted. It's just typical Madden bullshit.
Shit, Tony, the Patriots are the greatest football team of all time, and it isn't even close.
You want to be around somebody who's positive. Oh, he's great. 24/7.
Oh, Herbert, fucking do something.
The longest run of Jones
Please be Keenan Allen.
here in year 4.
That's not Keenan Allen.
That's his
Damn it, Hebert.
700 round for the year.
Bert.
All the bells and whistles.
45-0. That's one of the bigger ass kickings I've seen in a while.
But the score should have been in the Browns game, but then the second half happened.
Whoa. They gave me a burger. This isn't cheese curds.
To the 44 with the mark.
Is that a bad thing?
Okay. I did get my cheese curds and said I got a burger.
You probably
That's fine.
said cheese curds weird, and they thought you said cheeseburger.
This is a full-on cheeseburger. Double. It's a double.
Oh shit. Where'd you order from?
Dairy Queen.
So, did you even check your receipt?
Oh, it's the worst shutout loss in team history for the Chargers.
Misses for a ball.
5-yard penalty at the end of the run. Philadelphia ball. First down.
He's also effective in the passing game, too.
Clement
Ooh.
falls behind 2-0.
This has Swiss cheese on it.
We've enjoyed them all day.
What is this?
Is it
Mushroom and Swiss?
Yeah, it's more than 18.
Not really sure.
Mystery.
Because my receipt says cheese curds.
You should go back and ask for your cheese curds.
I'm not going to go back. He didn't even go there in the first place.
Then the Outback.
It's a huge win for Joe Judge and his team to go to 5-7 on the year. To win in Seattle. That's big news for the Packer faithful, too.
Burger kind of sucks.
You got it from Dairy Queen.
I've had good burgers from Dairy Queen.
He did provide a spark today, Jim. There's no question.
Great pitch. He hit the corner.
You know,
Pitcher really painted the corner of that slide ball.
ability.
That's a nice pitching partner.
Make me mad and I'll leave the league right now.
Clement deals a strike, and the count is 0-2.
He should
Right before you go to the playoffs?
fastball right there. A strike right on the edge of the zone.
What are they now? They're in the lead.
Hey, look at that. Incomplete on 4th and 10 for the fucking Keenan fucking Allen.
I don't take well to all
Lose to Dallas.
Oh, Anthony Lynn. You don't take well, it's going to happen to you, buddy, and you're going to have to find out what to do.
Because I didn't like your Dairy Queen comment. Get the fuck out of here.
Lowry on his back, able to pick up the first down.
But all of a sudden, a team like the
tallied 10
Giants come
wins
out, they're
and
5
8
and 2
losses
then
this season.
in their last 7 games.
That's that.
And that tells you very quickly.
Ledesma fires a fastball and misses.
You fucking ass that call.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase.
And he there.
AFCs could actually win in the playoffs.
Dog,
Team
except,
course.
except lately, dog, we've been pretty terrible.
That change up right where he wanted it for a call strike.
We reached
Oh,
the
Doug, doesn't help we were using subpar equipment.
I tell
Well, dog, we were not using subpar equipment last night, and we still shot 6 over and 10 over.
Last night?
Yeah.
This batter is
No.
slouched when he bats against South
Wait, did we?
Yes, at Pebble Beach,
That's
dog.
a low strike.
I think you're tripping.
Point control right there. The catcher set a target on the corner, and the pitcher just hammered it for a strike. He's pitched 154 innings this season. The batters have had moderate success against him with an average of 297.
A 3-pitch strikeout.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, doesn't get easier than that, partner.
Underneath every surface that carries a Hardy badge.
Foley has 30 points, and he's going to win without starting 2 players.
Yeah, because
3 players? Sorry, 3
yeah, because
players.
Carson Wentz had like a point.
No strike.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch.
Michael Badgley has negative 2 points.
Verizon 5G
Ledesma
is
evens the count at 1.
coverage of 5G nationwide and the unprecedented performance of ultra wideband in more and more places where people
He checks his swing.
ultra low lag.
This dude right here is a great contact hitter. And they may be thinking about hitting and running.
Yeah, dog, I think you're going to beat the Boonies.
It's going to be close.
No, it's not.
He delivers.
I mean, like I said, we'll know tonight because Brandon McManus is playing.
I mean, even if McManus plays, Andy Dalton's still going to outscore him.
Stepping in, Jason Varitek.
Pick something historically bad.
Ledesma delivers, and it's 1-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there. This guy has 4 pitches to choose from.
Lamar Jackson's good for like 1 touchdown a game to Mark Andrews.
Andrews off the COVID list?
Huh? Oh,
Is Mark Andrews off the list?
I don't know. I saw J.K. Dobbins is off of it, but Mark Ingram is still on it, or is it the other way around?
Third out, we go to the bottom of the inning.
Oh, Jalen Hurts picked.
Second, the score
Oh,
is
man.
1-0. Next up, Carlos Villa. This batter's been known to go on streaks versus right-handed pitching.
By Old Navy.
Out of play.
And by Visa. Shop local, because where you shop matters.
Line sharply and through, a base hit. Base hit to lead off the inning.
Eagles with a
Come on, Herbert. Please give me some garbage time, Keenan Allen. 90-yard Keenan Allen score coming up. Oh, it's Keenan Blood!
Nope, time to run.
Whoa,
That's like 6 yards. And another snap.
I wasn't sure he was even supposed to be in the game.
We're double digits
For
now.
5.
Up next, Marcus Giles. He catches the plate for a strike.
Diving interception.
Just out of the fielder's reach.
On Sunday night, his first 2 of the season. Now gives him 3 in a 7-day stretch.
Well, it's a great job by Preston Smith getting his hand in there and disrupting the throw and the timing for Hurts, and the ball goes right into the hands of Savage.
It's gonna be funny. Like the day after the, maybe not even the day after, maybe like tomorrow, when Tony goes to kick Foley out of the league, he kicks him out and it just deletes the whole league. It'd be funny.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's it.
Paints the inside corner at the knee.
Delete league? Oh, I thought it said delete owner.
Just out of the fielder's reach.
Preston Smith right there. Stops it.
He's on his way to the plate. Not in time.
I thought it said East.
All right, everybody, here's the new fantasy camp. Here's the new fantasy camp league. Everybody come join this one now. Fantasy camp just has one team.
Wait, are you starting Darren Waller this week?
Makes the grab for the out. The runner crosses the plate on the sacrifice fly.
To me, that's a successful at bat.
Nah, he should kick himself out.
For 60 minutes and a report about
I don't know if he has Darren Waller this season. I just know that he usually does.
Share songs and stories of the season in a
He's only been around for 2 years. Competitive.
2 new episodes of NCRS Los Angeles tonight. CBS.
So what you're saying is that you don't have him this year.
Painted the black with that one.
Had him once in NSRA last year. That was it. Started.
What did you see from her?
Yeah, you're like trading him and shit.
Yeah, I had George Kittle.
Corner strike. Nice fastball
Get
there.
Candace to leave that on a little longer. Get those down cold for next week.
Oh, what a catch! After 2 innings, the score is 2-1.
Just see how to hurt stuff. Just see
They gave him a spark, no question.
Wow. T.Y. Hilton finally did it.
I mean, left-handed pitchers won't be worried too much about this.
Did he get his 100th yard?
Yes. What is it?
To buy the time, but then also
He can do it at, this is the first time this season in week 13.
certain spots.
Gathers it in with his glove. Got him for the out.
Oh, Keenan Allen's on the bench. Motherfucker. Fucking lazy ass piece of shit.
I'll tell you something. This pitcher's got to be careful with this guy. He's got
10 targets, 5 receptions.
It's like he did a lot of good stuff in the game. Your concern now is like that decision is a huge decision. It's not as simple, you know. It's if they do that, you're making a choice.
T.Y. Hilton's last 100-yard game was December 23rd, 2018.
He slides in there with a double.
You have one today?
Yes, 110 yards and a touchdown.
This team around you.
Oh my god, reception, Kalen Balaj.
I don't know that. Maybe Hurts is amazing too.
And another snap on the field.
The next batter is Mike Lowe.
Painful we have people like that running fantasy leagues. They don't understand the game.
In games, this is his 22nd game since his last 100-yard receiving game. For a guy who was considered elite for like a year.
He makes the catch.
I don't have to know anything about football. I just have to have my fantasy million business set.
That fantasy million is just a ploy to get people to play.
Scam.
Let them win 8 games, and you're like, nope.
Man on second with
To lose.
He swiped 19 bases.
We're talking NFC playoff.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Apparently Washington and Pittsburgh is only going to be in certain markets tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I'm one of them, so I don't have to worry about streaming it, but yeah.
I'll just stream it either way.
That's a grounder down the left
Oh.
side. That's the 3rd out with
Really, it's a shame the Browns aren't in the NFC. They'd be a 2 seed right now.
2.5. Detroit leads by 1. Stepping in, Johnny Estrada.
So the Patriots are 2 games out of the playoffs, behind Miami and Indianapolis. We're 8-4. And if Buffalo loses, they're only 2 games out of their division.
We're not going to.
Oh, you say that now.
I'll continue saying.
Listen, the Nevada State Penitentiary are starting Raheem Mostert, so he's going to go for like 300 yards tomorrow.
There's a base hit.
Sounds like a Bills loss to me.
Bills are going 12 and 4.
Saints do have a game coming up December 20th, hosting Kansas City, so that is going to be an ultra important game in terms of
Bills and the Dolphins play each other in the last game.
so vital because you're the only one that gets a bye.
That's exactly right. And you know what? Sorry I said that. Obviously, Green Bay. I think Green Bay and the
Pitch
Saints
misses.
are the two top teams, right? But everybody has flaws. It's not like some team is
The
just
1-1
loaded all
pitch.
the way through. You know, you go to
The count's 2-1.
AFC, you're like, oh, there's not a lot of flaws on that Kansas City team.
And batters own this guy with a season average of
They're complete.
352.
You don't luck your way into 11-0.
2-2 the count.
I just
He's got
think that
5
if you
wins
get the
and
playoffs
13
here,
losses
these
on the
other teams,
season.
You can make some noise.
And you got Buffalo sitting there that, again, widely unnoticed.
It's a
Hate to
full
keep
count.
saying it, but they are. They are a well-coached, feisty team for sure. Both sides
Fouls
of the
it
ball.
off. Terrific at bat
Tennessee
right here.
maintains a lead in the AFC South, even with its loss today, and Cleveland's the highest of
That's
the
3 strikeouts.
wild card teams, if you
Hey,
will.
Kai, he was able to get ahead of the count. The batter never caught up. Good strike.
Their second time in the first week of the playoffs.
One out and runners on
Back
first
in
and
today, that's what
second.
it would be.
0-1.
So again, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, then the Dolly Park Christmas special and back-to-back episodes of NCIS Los Angeles.
There's a roller to the right side.
Enjoy the crowd.
And you see
Another
right there,
single.
Rogers talking to Wentz. Everybody has a tough spot in their career at a certain point. Just tell him to keep his head up and get ready to go back out there and play.
You won't forget that.
And you know how good you are. It's nice to come out and play
The final score is 30-16 tonight on CBS. Begins with 60
Clement
minutes.
throws a
Tony
slider
Tracy
for
and
a
Gene.
cold strike.
Jim Nance saying so long from
This guy's going to do something
You've
called
been watching.
marginally good. Score the run from third.
That's in foul ground, but he should have room. In foul territory makes the catch. Up next, Marcus Giles.
Figuratively speaking. That's not catchy, is it? It's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes?
Pitch.
15%.
First pitch strike, no balls and 1 strike.
His pitches consist of a 4-seamer, a so-so slider, and a decent sinker.
Out number 3, side retired. After 3, the score is 2-1. This lefty is widely considered an above-average hitter. Fastball in tight for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the
So Tony, have you been subbing players into lineups all season? Like if there was a guy left in that shouldn't be in?
In fantasy football?
Yes, in fantasy football.
Not lately. I gave up on it, and I'm not doing it again. I did it early in the season.
Okay.
The count is 2-2. He sends this pitch towards second base. Got him.
Oh, I'm cold.
Logan told me Zach Miller put in his guy like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like, really?
Takes a pitch just off
Yeah.
the plate, 1-0.
Why would you wait until
Next pitch.
3 o'clock in the afternoon to change your lineup?
That's about the time he got a notification that his lineup wasn't set.
I could have gave him that, but I didn't because every other time he hasn't listened.
Somebody who had more riding on that game did.
2-2.
I'm glad he did, but at the same time,
3-2.
don't care. Sorry.
Well, it just makes for
Down in right field. The right fielder makes the
great.
catch.
He should have put David Montgomery in for Melvin Gordon, but
Just be thankful he did anything.
yeah, at least he started a full lineup, so it's a fair game because it's doesn't sit well with me that
The Red Sox trail by a margin of 1.
we're going into the last game of the season and everybody's needing must-wins and $100 and stuff. And somebody gets to play a team that isn't even a full team. Okay, how did he have the Chargers defense and they scored 4 points? How did they not go negative?
They probably had a bunch of turnovers, and the offense didn't do anything. That's
Right. The two return touchdowns were no yards.
Well, no, it gave them 45 points allowed.
We're talking about yards.
Right, but it didn't give them any yardage going down the field.
Well, they had 1 sack. That was it.
Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat.
What I'm saying. How do they not go negative? Especially in mistake league, they did.
Beimel takes one up and out of the zone.
We're telling you the issue, and you're looking at sacks.
And here's the delivery.
Pats didn't
Because
have
that's the.
Hits it foul.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying the only thing that the Chargers did on defense was 1 sack. They had no touchdowns. They had no picks. They had no.
Slow roller out to second. And he's
that was the only defensive stat that they put up.
So no turnovers. Just
this right-hander looks lost.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right-hander on the mound.
Typically, when you give up 45 points, you have to, like, you know, pick the guy off or something to stay relevant.
I think the least you can do is like -2 in this league. So if they only allowed like 200 yards of total offense, then it's probably 7 or 8 extra points.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, the Titans had -6. Fake league. Because the Browns balled out.
Sinker darts too low. The pitch. He strikes out swinging. Stepping in, 1 for 2, Johnny Estrada. This switch hitter enjoys more success batting right-handed.
Kite, that's not an easy play to make it off. He really flashed the leather there.
Now on to the bottom of the order. Ground ball pulled down to the left side. Jackson looks at a ball, 1-2.
Oh, hey, dog.
Hit to right field.
I have my PC here now, but I think it runs the PS2 emulator, like, pretty well. So if you want to start a Madden 04 franchise, we can do that.
I do want to.
Alright. I don't know if I still have it installed or not. I'll look into that here shortly.
Next at the plate, Jason Varitek. Pitch taken for a ball.
Not the strongest arm and right, so expect that runner to challenge on a base hit to right field.
Hit toward, he laid out and makes the grab. Got him.
Giles really made a nice throw right there. That's a job well done.
As things currently stand, based upon the projected win totals in the Mistake by the Lake League,
First pitch.
the Flamethrowers are the #1 seed, and the ICT Underdogs are the 2 seed. They hold the tiebreaker over the Lobster for having a better head-to-head record. And then the Kew Gardens Customers would be the 3rd seed, Flaming Goats would be the 4th seed, and then
That's an RBI single.
The Lobster would be the 5th seed, and I would be the 6th seed.
So it's all 5 of us and then some other guy?
And Mike, yeah.
So
Mike Carroll.
So none of the Lake guys did anything.
What do you mean?
Right now, the defense should be taking 2. The pitcher can really help out by throwing something low in the strike zone.
No.
Dirksen swings
As it sits right now.
to second.
And that can change. That's based off of what the projected win totals, and most people only have like 1 or 2 players left to go. The Rochester Hills Cavs did not show up when it mattered most. They're projected to lose by 50. And they needed to win, and they would have been the 2 seed. And now they're out, so that's fortunate.
That's crushed. He leaps and makes the catch for the out.
That was not an easy catch at all, big boy. Great defense.
And then if the only matchup that changes, say the Boonies come back and defeat the Lobster, Boonies would then be in at the 6th seed, and the Lobster would be out.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
That's the 3rd out with men left on 1st and 2nd. Going into the bottom of the 5th, the score is 3-2.
Wow, these bitches on 60 Minutes just need to fucking die already.
Hey, Trump.
They're all like 91 years old.
Puts it away for the out.
Like, who watches that shit?
Who watches what?
60 Minutes.
Oh yeah, they're all like 95 years old.
Yeah, dude. Nobody wants to watch that shit.
It's been around for a long time, so I'm guessing a lot of
way out the catcher's
people
target, and the batter just watched it go by.
This past season, he hit .323 with no home runs and 9 RBIs. He hits a line drive the other way. He's on first.
Brad, you should watch the
hit.
Bob Dylan
Took
interview.
that ball line. There was no doubt that was a base hit.
Stepping in at a perfect.
What year's it from?
2005. Sends it foul.
Dog, it looks like it's going to be me and you next week. The playoffs, if everything stays put.
He's batting .314 with 27 home runs and 91 RBIs. Out of the zone, that's a
and it's going to be Dalton and Dog.
It's hit to the left side.
Okay.
His 3rd base hit of the game.
Lower remaining.
Got it and executed on it.
Assume everything's normal.
We'll just be sitting here and he'll make a bunch of noise and stuff and it'll be whatever. And then we got like an email from his mom or something. Yeah, John had a stroke and he didn't make it. What? I thought he was just talking about the Rams game.
He hits it over
the Rams throwing it down the field.
That's the final out of the inning with a runner stranded on 2nd.
Now there's a great example of the defense picking you up. They turned a sweet double play right there.
He'd probably fake a stroke so he didn't have to come to work.
The Tigers lead.
I would love that.
Hey, yeah, this is John. I had a stroke. I can't make it.
You're gonna
we're
have
so
to
sorry.
be more convincing.
This is John.
You have proof?
Yes.
Change catches
Here's
the
my
My
brain
mother
part.
is holding the phone for me.
That was a perfect pitch, partner. Right on the edge of the strike zone. The batter swung
A
right
picture of
through.
you lying face down on the kitchen floor.
Well, that's not from a stroke.
It felt like one.
It's hit out to center. Sanchez should have no problem. The catch is made.
Oh
Travis too
my.
needs to keep his head up. This hasn't been his best game, but he'll live
The air quotes home team is projected to win all but one game in Mistake League this week.
This is for a ball.
What's that?
Mahomes taking
The home team.
outside.
There's a home team in fantasy every week.
I thought you were saying
hoping the batter would
the
go
home
chasing.
team was it.
He needs to start throwing more strikes if he wants to be
No.
around more than a few batters.
4 straight balls for a walk.
Oh, it's too bad he walks this.
So the games that we need to watch with great interest are the Boonies and Lobster. And that's really about it, because unless Ezekiel Elliott outscores Noah Fant plus 30, the Rochester Hills Cavs have, are they depending on to get 50 points? Deontay Johnson gets 50 points.
Hey, I'm sure he came out here with the intention of having a great game, but hey, that's baseball.
And yeah, Miller's done. So Tony, pending a 30-point stat correction, you have the 1 seed locked down.
I'll have a bye.
Better not be up or watch out.
Well, if you lose, then it comes down to a tiebreaker between the winner of the Syracuse and the Key. But I think you own that as well.
After 5.5, Boston trails by 1.
As long as I
But
win.
you're not going to lose.
Well, as long as I win, I should win because I'm already ahead of
Giles is
that
next
other guy.
up.
Team Miller's team?
There's a few righty hitters who are
No,
superior
the other
against right-handed pitchers than this guy.
Team JB?
Is that who it is?
It's JB and Dalton.
Oh. Yeah.
And they're playing each other this week, and the winner of that game gets the 3 seed. Or potentially the 1 seed if you lose, but you're not going to lose.
If I lose, then
Well, you have 2 more people left to play, and you're up by 20 points. I would also set the draft order, the first half of the draft order for next season, unless we add new teams.
If losing the 1 seed is cool, consider me Myles Garrett.
Well, dog, you never had the 1 seed, I think, at like any point this season.
Yeah, I did.
When?
I had the 1 seed for most of the season.
I thought that would.
Did you?
In NSRA? No.
Flaming Goats had the 1 seed like the whole season, and then lost it with like the last week of the season.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dog, the Flaming Goats that were, oh god. The Flaming Goats were number 1. Every week I did that. Week 4 is when I started doing the standings on our weekly updates. And the Flaming Goats had the number 1 seed every week until this week.
Once they went number 1 on the power rankings, and I went to number 2, and I started winning, and they didn't.
After 6 innings,
Well, you've won 6 in a row now, I think.
Oh, I think I've been tied with Dalton for a while.
It's been close.
Stronger swing from the left side.
You were tied with Dalton.
God, this dude kills balls up in the zone.
And he swings and misses. Pitchers ahead, 1 and 2. Out of the zone, that's a ball. Liner right at the second baseman. That'll be ruled an error.
You've got to play air-free baseball this late in the ball game. That's just not good enough.
Stepping in, 1 for 2, Manny Ramirez.
A bunt right now would move that runner into position where a single could score.
He's batting .315 with 10 home runs and 49 RBIs. The corners are hugging the line.
And the West Division is the NFC fucking East.
They check with the first base umpire.
The whole division
Yeah.
is 6 and 6.
He checked in time.
5 and 7. Garbage.
It's hit out to right field.
Our division's
He's got it.
Our division's better. I mean, for a while there, it was pretty much neck and neck, but Tony started winning and really carried our division back up. And but for a while, I think the Flaming Goats were like the only ones that really had a, like, yeah, they're a legitimate winning team.
Hit to right field. That'll do it for the Red Sox in the
Wish there was a way to see the standings by week.
Go into the league chat, Dodd. I have weeks like 12 through. I think I missed week 7, but week 4 through 12, I have the standings, and you can figure it out from there.
Next up, Johnny Estrada.
I do the same like breakdown that Tony does, like the top 6 and then the first out and stuff like that.
I've never seen this league chat before.
I know, it's at the bottom of the page. It's stupid.
Well, my bookmark for my fantasy team just takes me to the fantasy home. And when I click my team on the right, it just takes me to the roster, and that's all I ever need to look at.
That's because ESPN sucks. They keep burying stuff like this, and I don't have a Facebook page, nor do I want one to put everything onto. Nobody uses it, but I just put the stuff on there.
Base hit to lead off the inning. Well, let's see if that hit to open up the inning can really fire up a route. They need to get a run right here. To do so, they might want to get up and out.
Gosh, this is a lot of 0-2.
Remember in week 8 when the flamethrowers were 3 and 4?
Man on first with no out.
And then they won out.
He was going to bunt, but pulled back.
They won 6 in a row.
Without McCaffrey.
It's hit out.
But they won the power rankings every week. They were number 1 until like the last 2 weeks when they're finally winning, and then they're not number 1 in the power rankings.
Tigers have someone warming
Makes sense
up in
to
the
me.
bullpen.
Then take it.
I did.
I know.
One on and one out. Taken for a ball.
Infield's got to think about playing a double play depth right now.
That's 5 strikeouts.
Ooh, this guy's had a rough day, man. That strikeout just gave him the hat trick.
Up next, Carlos Guillen. One ball and no strike.
I will say though, I think my team's pretty dangerous in Mistake League. I think I'm probably gonna have a lot better than my record. You guys should fear the Nick Chubb fan club. And I'll give you 2 reasons why. It's David and Montgomery.
Breaking ball is inside.
I think the bigger problem for the Bears was Cordero Patterson.
Should wait till you see Denzel Mims in the playoffs, buddy.
Well, has Cordero Patterson put up 46 fantasy points in the last 2 weeks?
I have no idea.
I think he's had 46 yards.
He's had 46 all-purpose yards.
Because right-handed hitters have some trouble picking up.
Okay, well we don't count punt return yards.
We count it, we just don't score it.
Imagine if we scored punt return yards, how stupid that would be.
Yeah.
Oh, I started Jalen Rieger.
It's only
Hey,
stupid
I
if you don't
started him
start him.
anyway.
Would have been called strike even if the batter didn't swing at it.
Oh, Tony, I finally got another touchdown from Jalen Rager on my bench on a punt return.
Yay.
And on 3 pitches,
Bench
he's
points
gone.
are so valuable.
They're not. Except for like the one time there was a tiebreaker because of it.
After 7, the score is 3-2.
Is that what your league does?
They're making a pitch
Yeah.
in. They're going to the bullpen.
You just allow ties, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I think I'm gonna cry about it so I can get my way.
Next at the plate, Mike Lowe.
I have to pee. I'll be back in 1 minute.
I mean, decimal scoring, I guess, is pretty hard to get ties, but it happens.
I'm so great.
So did, I guess, Ty Majeski pass Tech?
He did.
Cool.
Apparently, Derek Krause is waiting because Ty is his ride back to North Carolina, and Ty's like, well, I probably want to stick around and party for a little while.
Yes, fulfill media obligations.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. announces he will fight Logan Paul in an exhibition match on February 20th.
The super exhibition.
Ah, Jesus Christ, I can't think of a fight between two people I despise more. I think the only worst fight would be if Delano DeShields Jr. and Andrew Sandejo got in a ring. Over here Googling, can both boxers get knocked out? What's going to be the points
for that?
What's going to be the NORL Fantasy Racing points gap heading into the final race? Him only updates points when he's not working like a responsible person.
Yeah, so plays Switch at work, but he won't update the fantasy points.
So I earned 19, 8, 9 plus 8, 17. 17 points.
I think it's 13 and a half.
That's better for me. So that puts me at 51, 17, puts me at 1868. Tony's team was Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon, who finished 5th and 6th, which is less than 17. I Google 5 plus 6, and I get Google converting a foot to a yard. Not what I want. Plus 6. Okay, well it's 11.
He makes the catch.
Tony scored 11 points today. His total at 1912.
Swing and a miss on the changeup.
I have a 44-point lead going into the last race of the season.
Ground ball to the shortstop. It's a 1-2-3 inning.
And the maximum points that he can gain.
3-2. Stepping in 1 for 3, Marcus Giles. He belts it way back.
Is 36. So that means I have clinched the Fantasy NORL Racing Championship.
Congratulations.
To suck it, bitch!
Good job, Zach.
Thank you. I'm the only one who set my lineup every week. Okay, who here made a lineup change all season?
Me.
I did.
Only because Tim made me do it.
Exactly.
I had to because Perez was on the COVID list. And because Majeski got fired.
Yeah. Well, the Zane Smith pickup worked out. He's pretty good.
Yeah, that worked extremely well.
Takes a pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. He swiped 10 bases.
I'm in Sweden right now.
Wait, I can edit the standings sheet?
I don't think I'm going to make it to Russia. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm doing the points for fantasy this week. See if Tim, what Tim said.
Good play there to make the grab his back against the wall.
Who edited my spreadsheet?
2 outs and nobody on. He swiped 10 bases.
I'm in the middle of Sweden and I still have to get to Russia. I don't think I'm going to do that by the end or by the beginning of the Sunday night game.
Dog, you seriously went 1-2 today?
Yeah, that's why I was so
shit.
impressed because my guys just suck all year.
What the fuck is with you in fantasy today, man?
I don't know.
Like buy a lottery ticket or something.
Just because it's like the end of the season.
Tim had a bad day. Stroll got him 3rd, but Verstappen got him 19th.
Pitching change will be made. Here comes the closer.
Lando Norris finished 10th.
This is it. They're going to have to create some offense in a hurry.
He comes up a little bit short. Good start to the inning. A leadoff single.
Spears had a bad. Spears had a bad day. Spears had a bad day. He didn't switch Lewis Hamilton out, and Charles Leclerc wrecked on the first lap, so he finished with 41 points.
Oh.
Yikes. Sainz was 4th, and Kvyat was 7th.
Okay.
Yes, Dog, you had the best week, obviously, because nobody can do any better than 3.
One of the best in the game.
Oh, the standings are automatically updated. Who's in 3rd?
How close am I to Kevin?
Kevin's at 23-14. You are at 23-14.
Ooh, and we're probably pretty far off of, who's 4th even, Spear? Oh.
3rd is him at 2061, so yeah, that's locked in.
Yeah, but
4th is Spears at 2275.
So impossible for us to catch him too, unless he has 2 guys that don't start next week and my guys are 1-2 again. Or Kevin's guys are 1-2.
I mean, that would, what, 41 points minus 3?
Yeah, 42 minus 3 is 39, and we're 39 points back. We'd tie.
No. Yeah, well, he's going to have at least one guy racing next week, unless Leclerc has to be out for some reason. And Hamilton may actually end up being back. We don't know that yet.
And he fouls this one back. On the ground.
Dog.
They got him.
Dog, when you start playing on the tour, can I be your caddy?
Yeah, dog.
Okay. That's the only question I had, dog.
Okay, dog. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Stepping up to the plate with a single already, Manny Ramirez.
Hey, 2 down out here.
Ball outside. He missed with the changeup.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. And so far, the batters are taking these pitches.
Strike 3, and he'll take a seat.
Ooh, I have discovered Capel Star.
Oh man, you're gonna go get that whole state here pretty soon.
After 8.5, it's a 4-4 tie.
I think he's playing Euro Truck.
Country, you're gonna go get that whole country.
Johnny Estrada.
You're gonna get them. You're gonna get them good.
He's gonna get him at your truck
The Red
simulator.
Sox go to the bullpen. They're going to the
I'm
bench.
not at Truck Simulator.
George Russell moved up 3 spots in the standings today because of the 3 spots he scored. Or the 3 points that he scored. If he scores more than 8 points next week, if he races, he'll move up to 15th in points.
That's a 3-pitch strikeout.
Where did he finish?
Finished 9th. He was gonna win. He led every lap, and then Mercedes, yeah, they well, let's see, how can I summarize this? There was a safety car, and they called Russell into pit, and they put the wrong tires on, and then they had Valtteri Bottas come in behind him, and Bottas got stuck waiting for Russell to leave his pit box because teams share the same pit box, and they accidentally put Russell's old tires onto Valtteri Bottas's car, so both cars had to come back down pit road again and put the proper tires on, and then Russell was slicing and dicing his way through the field, got to 2nd place, and then both Mercedes in the span of 1 lap had a tire go down and had to pit again under green with about 5 to go.
That's pretty hard to screw that up, and they still did.
They were 1-2 the entire race and ended up like 8th and 9th. Sergio Perez won. Ocon finished 2nd, and Stroll was 3rd. It was Perez's first win. It was Ocon's first podium. It was pretty insane.
If Mercedes stops being good, it's going to get really competitive. There's like 8 teams that are 2nd tier now that Ferrari's not good.
There's pretty much like Mercedes, and then like 5 teams, and then Haas and Williams.
Right.
There's like Red Bull, AlphaTauri, Racing Point, unfortunately Ferrari. They're all kind of like on the same level.
Now George Russell leading every lap, that pretty much proves that it's the car 100%.
It's an interesting debate because Russell's been running for Williams the last 2 years, and while he's been sucking because Williams really sucks, he's out-qualified his teammate and out-finished his teammate in every race, I think, and he's even finished like close to the points in that Williams car. So yeah, it's the car, but I don't think it's as much.
It's 90% the car.
Yeah. Like, you'd have to still put a competent driver in that car to win in it. Like, I think if you put, somebody terrible in that car.
I think somebody terrible can still win under the right circumstances, if it's a Mercedes, for sure. But yeah, if you're in Mercedes, you have to win at least 5. Otherwise, you're done.
Well, considering Lewis Hamilton has won all but 5 races this season.
Well, that's what I'm saying.